Avon calling. Remember when I was talking about, maybe I can see it before, an exterior video, and one right before this. I can see daylight up through there. Remember before I was talking about the brickies? In Australia, this wouldn't fly. It's kind of wavy in there. I don't know why it wouldn't work today, but all I can say is that this is a very nice house. This is a very nice house. I'd be proud to own it. And, you know, people standing around or waiting for you to answer the door. Just kind of looking up. You know, and finally you answer the door and they come in. Oh, okay, oh man, so glad to see you. Yeah, everything's cool, man. Alright, man, I'm glad you made it. Did you have trouble finding the place? And then this is the first thing they see when they come in the house, and the first thing they see when they leave your house is these details right here. You see that? See the paint around that? Interesting. Okay, the French doors are fine, the windows are fine, double pane vinyl frame windows. I said they're fine. That one not so much. It's not like to do the second pass. Okay. You can do it. This is my method. Downstairs office, study, east, French door, tension ball latch doesn't work so hot. Okay, I've been in receptacle outlets, I've been opening and closing windows. Most of them operate pretty fine actually. Okay, I am not an engineer, okay? I'm a home inspector. I should stay in my lane. But I use some engineering equipment. I'm not calculating slope. I'm not talking about to spec or tolerances or any of those engineering things. I'm a blue-collar guy. I'm talking about guidelines. And by measuring the floor height elevation differential of this home, all right, I'm not getting 2 inches of floor height elevation differential. Not 2. Closer to 1. Closer to 1 because I don't really make allowances for the differences in the floor covering right there. And I'll make some, but in the time being, is what I'm saying is this floor measures very well. We're not looking for level, we're looking for stability. There's other things besides this being level. It's the way doors and windows operate. It's the grading and drainage out there in that swamp. It's trees too close, rain gutters. A lot of things constitute, you know, foundation, and to be taken into consideration for foundation. Also, I'm not required to measure the moisture content in the floors. I'm not required to do that. I don't have to do that. But did you? No, I didn't have to. I don't like that to be my best answer. Your 1.3 inches is barely over 1. So I'm not using, you know, expensive diagnostic equipment, but it's interesting to know, you know, I bought a little moisture meter, pinless moisture meter on an end cap by a cash register in a box store, and we're looking for relative, but I'm measuring between 7 and 8% moisture in the downstairs wooden floor coverings. And that's probably going to meet any manufacturer's reps requirements. When you install this product, it's supposed to be 0. I get that. But the product itself, the characteristic of the product being wood, it's going to hold a certain amount of moisture. It's either going to, it came with it, or is, you know, the ambient influence, after it got acclimated to the house and it adopted the moisture. But 7 to 8% is nothing. I mean, this wood is. The fact that there's moisture in this wood is not an issue, not its issue. So anyway, we've got that. This is the downstairs little nook. That's the half bath. We've also got some wainscoting here in the mudroom and the laundry. So we've got that. We've got self-closing springs on the doors there. So that's kind of nice. And we're going to kind of move up. Look at this. Aren't these supposed to be stained or sealed? Aren't they? I want to look in the model. Every one of the clothes closet hanger rods have not been sealed or finished. Now, you don't know this, but this is the last video. I'm going upstairs. They're fine. There's the thermostat. You don't know this. This is the last video. Now, all I'm thinking about is going home, to be honest. I mean, I've spent some time here. But I just going to take this moment to say thank you very much for your trust. Thank you very much for your business. My COVID policy, if you will, what's left of it. But all those things mean everything to my family and I. And so, thank you for your patronage and supporting my business. If you could leave a decent Google review for me, I mean, that means the world of small businesses. I'm not going to bug you about that too much more. This is the media room. Okay, with the smoke alarms, this is upstairs and downstairs. But this is as good a place as any because it's so convenient for me to talk about this. But all the smoke alarms have been covered up. So we're not testing them today. We're just testing for locations. Now, I'll talk about locations when we get to the bottom, because upstairs, they're all in about the right locations. Stairs, receptacle outlets. This is tempered safety glass, so it's allowed to be here. Okay, we're out here on this patio, this deck, balcony deck. And you know what I'm not seeing? I'm not seeing flashing. I'm not seeing flashing. If you remember the exterior wall video that was just before, I don't even know how this wall is being held up. I'm sure that it is, because I'm confident. I'm not that scared. I'll stand here. Some of these boards are kind of loose. Look at that. A little trampoline action going. What's that about? They didn't even secure them. There's no fasteners. No fasteners over here either. Just got a couple fasteners there. 3 rows. That's all you got. That's interesting. That's an interesting arrangement. Let's do that. More of my method. Balcony deck floor planks. Bowing, not not secure. We could play jumpity jump here. We could play jumpity jump there. Yeah. Moving all along, this is the upstairs thermostat. The upstairs thermostat is in the hallway. That's where it's supposed to be. That's nice. You want to be sure and program it. I've been having a lot of trouble programming these things. I would have liked to have been less encumbered when inspecting this. I still think I did a decent job, but it's just so much easier when everything goes like it's supposed to, and you don't have to stop your process to go and try to Mickey Mouse with it. So, but I did. I Mickey Mouse some. I'm a Mickey Mouser. Coming on up. See, none of these are sealed. None of these are sealed. Fans. Now, code says that any window that's higher than 72 inches from the ground should not be closer than 24 inches to the floor. That's what code says. And then I come in here. It kind of looks like a brown stain. I can't tell. We don't have a real good light. That's what code says. This windowsill should be at least 24 inches from the ground. What am I measuring here? 23. 23. So were there no floor coverings in here when the code inspector came in and he measured it? He just doesn't even think you're going to put carpet in here. He measures it and he says, oh, that's 24 inches. You just barely made it. Yeah. Everybody laughing, goes home. Is that the way it works? It says 23 inches. Is that going to make a substantial difference? I don't know. I'm calling your attention to it. I'm calling your attention to it. You know, if somebody's going to follow all this, if it's an inch higher, would they keep them from it? Well, they came up with that measurement for a reason. They did test. I don't know how they did it. They just brought kids in and saw where I don't know how they did the test. So this is the is still the northeast bedroom. This is the southwest bedroom. Same thing. Same thing. Coming on along. Clothes rods. I've been here. Pretty nice, huh? They just kind of painted over that. You know, I mean, it's only a little $70,000 starter home. It's just for the kids to go to college in. They're going to tear it up anyway, those kids are. No. This is at a certain point, at a certain price point, I would think you expect a reasonable amount of fit and finish, a reasonable amount of craftsmanship in a good and workmanlike manner, a reasonable amount of pride. Okay. I get carried away. I told you it's the end of the day. It's not my job to cause hate and animosity. I'm not really here to pick on the builder, although I am. It seems like it, doesn't it? So I should just shut up. But my client's not here. I'm here all by my lonesome. And I just think my client should see some of these things. I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have. They tell me they've owned houses before, so this is not their first rodeo. So I'm sure they've seen some of these things, but I don't know that they built a house before. I don't know that. See, all the smoke alarms are covered. Now, this is an interesting thing. That's why I came in here. Oh, never mind. It's not that interesting. It is when you turn the light off. Shadows. It is when you turn the light off. I'll show you what I was worried about, concerned about. Caught my attention. I'm looking up here. I'm going like, wow, that smoke alarm's missing. I don't know. Oh, but they got another one right here. So what's the deal with that? That's not a smoke alarm. It probably needs a diffuser on it. Probably needs a diffuser on it. It's air return vents. This is the attic put on ladder. This is the southwest bedroom. It's kind of like a parent bedroom. It's got a slider door, or a window, excuse me, instead of a side sash, instead of a vertical sash. It's got some built-ins. It's got its own. Now I went in with infrared imagery. Well, look at there. It's not my last video. Not my last video. I'm gonna have one more. Glad I caught that. Glad I took. Now I forgot what I was even going to say. I got caught off guard. I lost my stride. So this is like the guest or the mother-in-law suite, or maybe you got a teenager. Maybe you got kids moving back into the house with their family. I don't know. There's all kinds of possibilities here. We've been here. Moving on down. A mobbing and a grubbing. I'm gonna bust a move here. In case I run out of battery. Got a little daylight under this door here. See that? Oh, we don't have a real good light. Oh, man. When the light's better. There we go. Isn't that privacy? I already talked about that. I'm going to talk about that. Closets, still not. Closet rods, still not staying. They're all just sitting there looking kind of naked. Light fixture's crooked, you'll learn. Oh, here's one. This isn't my tape. Somebody else found it for us. This window, okay, it doesn't, it's kind of crooked in the window, but it doesn't get past this bar, this limiter, this balance. There you go, that little balance is messed up on it. Okay, I've been opening and closing. And I'm going to go through and make sure they're all locked here in just a moment. There's another one. Okay, two more. Okay, the rest of it's pretty boring. That's what the upstairs hall light should look like. It should have a little diffuser on it. So it's missing as a diffuser. An electric receptacle outlet should not be recessed more than 6 inches underneath the countertop. To me, that's a little more than 7. See, you could have your crock pot sitting up here, and it's got the cord that comes down, and somebody could hook it, pulls the crock pot off, ruins Thanksgiving or Christmas, those kinds of things. So we just want to, just be aware of that at my house, And by the way, that code, it's been around for a while. It's been around for about 4 years. 2 code cycles. Code cycles are every other year. So it's been around for about 4 years. I don't understand what their thinking could be. We've got electric receptacle outlets on the landing pads on the other side of the sink. So I just don't know. I don't know, so I'll just shut up. But this is also kind of an electrical thing that we're going to go into. These receptacle outlets are labeled GFCI. I said, well, that's kind of interesting. Where the painters just get the covers mixed up? What's going on? So I tripped one, and they all went dead. They're all GFCI protected. So I go in the electric service panel, and it tells me that that's a kitchen receptacle. See, kitchens are required to have 2 circuits, a minimum of 2 circuits. You can have a circuit for the refrigerator all by itself. You can. Or not, as long as you got 2. This receptacle is only supposed to be dedicated, not the circuit. The receptacle is supposed to be dedicated to the refrigerator. But anyway, I rambled. This kitchen's got 2 circuits, at least 2 circuits, because actually more than that, because we got the appliances. There's a code that says that you're not supposed to split circuits. That the kitchen receptacle should not go into the dining area. There's a code for that. What does it mean? I don't know. I'm going to bake it into the inspection report. You can read it. You can decide for yourself what to do or not to do. But I'm just telling you, there's a couple of spares that are going to be in the report. We're going to talk about the GFCI in the dining room. We're going to talk about the receptacle hiding, underneath the countertop. We're going to talk about some of those things. We're going to talk about the diffuser missing upstairs. So that's it. And this isn't the last inspection. This isn't the last video. I'm going to run upstairs and see that the attic over the parent bedroom. This attic space right here is going to be the 3rd attic video. The first attic video will be, of course you've already seen them. If you remember, the first one was over the garage. Second one was over the big middle, and the third one was over the parent. Again, thank you.